What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the Electrician's Broom. We're back in the garage with the wall. It is hotter than a Chattahoochee Coochie in here, but that's all right. Today we're going to play around with a smart switch, see what it can do. Let's jump into it. First things first, let's take a look at the actual switch. So this comes with the wires already on it that you need to hook up. Obviously, you're going to have a ground wire. You are also going to have a neutral wire. This switch does require a neutral. Then you're going to have your line side or power source, and then your red wire is going to be your switch leg or your load side of the switch. And then if it's in a three-way application, you can use this wire to tie it onto the travelers. Another thing to note is the actual size of the switch. So it's very important to make clean makeup and get the makeup as far back into the box as you can, because you're not going to have a ton of room within the box when you put this device in there. So now we can take a look at our actual switch location and the wires that we have. So we have two 14-2s coming in. We have our power source on this side, and then our switch leg is going to be on the left side. So the grounds will get spliced together with the green wire on the actual switch. The neutral wires here will get spliced to the white wire or the neutral wire on the switch. And then this is going to be our power source going to the black wire on the switch. This will be the switch leg or the load side going to the red wire on our switch. Let's get it hooked up. And although this wire that you would be using if it was a three-way application does have insulation on the end of it, I'm still going to put a wire nut on it just to be safe. And I'm also going to leave the tag. That way, if the box ever gets open and you look at it, it's easy to identify that that's the wire that you want to use for the traveler. So now everything is made up. What we're going to do is neatly pack this into the back of the box. That way we have room to actually fit the switch inside there. We just got the wall turned on, so now we can actually look at what the switch can do. But first, if you are enjoying the video, I would greatly appreciate it if you would like and subscribe. Let's move on. So now that we have power to the switch, obviously it can function normally just as a basic paddle switch on and off. But what you need to do is download the app, and then once you download the app, it prompts you to add the device to your home Wi-Fi network. And from there, you can actually control the device or multiple devices from your phone, which is very cool, because if, say, you leave a light on and you go to sit down and you don't want to get back up, all you have to do is pull your phone out, turn the light switch off, and you're good. Also within the app, you can set up schedules. So say if you get up at the same time every day or go to bed at the same time, you can set a light to turn on and off manually through the app. There's also a bunch of other stuff in here. There's auto shut off, device options, device health, a countless amount of things that you can do with the switch. You can also name the devices. So say if you had multiple of these throughout the home, obviously you wouldn't want it to be switch 1, switch 2, switch 3. You can label them independently so that you know which one it is. So you could do, this would be garage wall. You could have one that's kitchen. You could have one that's backyard, anything you want. So that's a lot of what you can do when there's just one switch. But another cool thing is that you can actually add a companion switch. And obviously this thing has no wires on it because it's only connected through Wi-Fi. So say this turned on a set of lights and this was the only switch for those specific lights, but you wanted to add a three-way without cutting holes in the ceiling or doing whatever you have to do to actually add the wires from switch to switch. You can add the companion via Wi-Fi and turn any switch location into a three-way switch. So we're going to add this to the network and go over how it works. Okay, so I'm doing this in real time, and I have not practiced with this at all. So there's these little plastic tabs inside the actual switch. All you have to do is open it. There's a little tab on the right-hand side. You pull the switch away from the actual frame to see the batteries. And then you pull these plastic tabs out, which energizes the switch or allows the batteries to be in contact with the switch. Now it's closed. It's flashing green, so it should be in pairing mode. There's a plus button on the app, so we're going to add a device. Waiting. And then, okay, so you go to Decor Smart, and then the option is Anywhere Companions, which is what this is. Okay, I did it. I got stage fright because I was on camera. So once you have the batteries in contact and you've removed those plastic tabs, all you do is press the switch that's already installed. You press the top of it 5 times. That enters it into pairing mode. And this will flash green and amber to indicate that it's in pairing mode. Then this one, once it's paired, will go into solid green briefly. And then the green light will go away. And then they're paired. And just like that, you have a three-way switch with no wires actually hooked up between the two switches. So not only do you have a three-way switch, you can also control it from your phone, and this, you can put it anywhere you wanted. You can put it up here, you can put it up here, and it also has holes in it so you can put a cover plate on it, so it's not just this sticking on the wall. The other thing that I've tested once I added this to the home network is actually killing power to the switch. In my experience so far, when I kill the power and then turn it back on, there's no like reset, or there's nothing that you have to do. It just comes back on, reconnects to the Wi-Fi, and it still works within the phone, still functions normally. The other thing you can do is use multiple phones to actually control the circuit. So you can take a different device, log into the same account, and then all of those switches, companion device, whatever you have is also going to be on that phone because it's logged into your app. So that's pretty much it for this one. I know there's not a ton of wiring or like circuitry going on. I mean, most of the work is actually done in the app, which is super cool. I mean, permitted, everything works and there's no issues. It's very convenient to have this. As always, electrical work is dangerous and it can kill you. This is not professional advice. This is for informational purposes only. If you are not a professional, do not do this work. But that's it for this one. I hope that you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.